guys, I look like trash. Legit, literal trash. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain. So today I'm going to do a video over like reasons why Septiplier is real. I mean, trust me, it's obviously real. You need to see this. Say hey! Okay, that's my nephew. So, I know you guys can't really see me, because I can't see the screen. Because it's like, oh my god. Okay. But reason number one is that I'm not going to put any pictures because I don't know how to edit them into. But reason number one. Uno. At PAX Prime, when Mark and Jack and Bob and Wade were doing the panel, and they were reading Twitter questions, Septiplier really wasn't that big of a thing. I mean, it was occasionally stuff like, you know, like stuff that was joked around about by the fans, but it wasn't really something Jack or Mark really brought up. Well, who decided that Mark should propose? I mean, not Mark. Who decided Jack should propose? It wasn't any fan's idea because Bob. It sounded like something Bob had prepared. You know, like he's like, you know, you got questions for Mark, heart, and Mark. It wasn't on the screen because Mark would have seen it because Mark was obviously shocked. Whatever. That fact that Mark and Jack afterwards has been consistently playing video games. And also at PAX Prime, Mark rejected him. So there wouldn't be any theories going on. We all know it's real. Number 3. When Mark had Jack and PewDiePie slap him, PewDiePie wanted to see if he can get a hug from Mark because he felt bad about slapping him. So they did like a casual bro hug, you know, just pat and all that. Well, after Jack slapped him, after saying Septiplier's dead, I'll never be your boyfriend, that kind of broke my heart. That broke all of our hearts. But when Jack hugged Mark didn't really treat it like a hug he did PewDiePie. He did kind of a thing like the way a boyfriend would comfort, you know, kind of that it's okay. The way he hugged him and patted him, and Mark and frickin' Jack was clinging on to him. Number 4. The consistent bring up of Septiplier, like frickin' all the time, like dad. They played Who's Your Daddy, and because of course one's gonna call the other daddy, but they just casually bring it up, and it's not like when Shane and Joey, if you know who they are, did Joey just frickin' joking around like that. No, they do stuff a little bit less intense, but it was still very funny, and it's kind of Septiplier proofy. And there was an ant on my foot. Number 5. During a Happy Wheels episode, Jack said, "Oh, is that something I want to see? Hot Koreans?" And of course his girlfriend's Korean, but Mark's also Korean. And yeah. Number 6, 5, something. I don't know. And one of the I think that was number 5. This is number 6, I believe. If not, just screw it. But in one of the thumbnails, I think it's like last one stand or something, one night stand or something. There's a picture of like of Jack hugging onto somebody, and it's a guy. Well, from the back, it looks an awful lot like Markiplier. Number 7, I guess. Whenever they were doing the panel at PAX Prime, there was a point where they were like, Jack and Mark were like fighting. But if you look real closely, and afterwards they pretend to like have like a make out, like, you know, their arms rubbing on their back, like fake make out session. It looks at one point that Mark has kissed Jack's shoulder. Quite literally. Oh yeah, number 8, I think. When they went to Disneyland for Jack's birthday, first of all, that hat that says "work bitch" is Mark's. We know that. He was wearing his hat. Number 9, consistent argument over who's the male and female in the relationship. In the game, I forgot what it's called, The Forest, I think, where they were like man and wife, and Jack and Mark said we agreed we were man and wife, and they argued over who was going to be the man and wife in the relationship. That was I think that was still before PAX Prime, or maybe a little bit after, I don't know. They've been recorded at PAX Prime, but just saying. Number 10. Well, let's talk about the PAX this year. Forgot what it was. Well, Mark gave Jack a hand massage, and the proctologist, I think Jack or Mark was looking for. Oh, Mark was looking for a proctologist, and Jack won. That kind of gives you a little something. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little video I made. I look like trash, and an ant bit my foot. It's freaking itching. God, that was not an ant. That is a huge bite. I will see all you Irish potatoes in the next video.